What's up guys, Sunny here. Today I just wanted to shoot a quick message and I want to share with you one technique that I use to get in control of my mind, into control of my ego. So I'm assuming that most of my subscribers are all about self-betterment, all about doing the things that make a positive change in their lives. So a large part of that is to constantly be your best self and continue moving forward. But sometimes we go through these little slumps where we start giving into all the little pleasures here and there, and we start to think negatively again. So when I'm going through those slumps, there's this one technique that I've been using recently that has worked for me really well. So I just wanted to share that with you. But before that, why do you want to control the ego? You want to control the ego because most of your self-destructive actions come from the ego. You know, your ego is what wants to stay up late at night when it knows that it will be tired and sluggish in the morning and that there's something important to do in the morning. Your ego wants to eat the crappy foods. Your ego wants to go out every weekend. Your ego wants to constantly be thinking. Your ego wants to always fear and worry and be in a state of anxiety. So really the point of all discipline is really to make that journey from ego to self. Because the self is that inner true essence that you have that is trying to always keep you on the path of your greatest happiness. The self is trying to influence the best action through you, but your ego is taking you off course every time because it's seeking little short-term pleasures here and there, which are really self-indulgent and cost you your long-term happiness and success. So what is this technique that I'm talking about? What is this technique that is going to help you shift your center of control from the ego to the self? I'm talking about fasting for a day. There are two types of fast that I'm talking about. Let me explain. The ego is always in survival mode, right? And it's always seeking for the fastest way to gratify itself. It wants instant gratification. And the two things that we have grown accustomed to satisfy the ego instantly is one, food, and number two, your phone. So social media, text messaging, everything that just involves going on your phone and checking for notifications. This is why people who are sad or upset or just recently hurt by something that just happened always resort to food or just constantly being on their phone and checking Instagram. So the two types of fast that I'm talking about is one, fasting for a day and not eating any big carbs or fats or anything like that. I usually do like a fruit fast, or I'll eat like soup or something like that. You can do a full fast if you'd like. And then the phone fast is really optional. It's up to you if you want to do it, but I think the food one works best. And the phone one can be a supplement to that. Why does this technique work? Well, it works because it slows down the mental chatter going on. It slows down the control of the ego over your entire state of being. Food and your phone are the quickest way for it to get some gratification through you, right? But once you start feeding it multiple times a day with the food and the notifications, what you'll see is that your mind activity will naturally slow down and you will start to feel more in control again. So then you can finally start to implement control over other things like exercising or working on your current project or thinking about your goals and whatever you are currently working on in life. The point of this fast is just to give you a boost. It's not like a permanent thing, right? Because once you do the fast and you're back to normal, the mind will just go on and on again and it will try to exercise control over you. But this is just a trick to help you get control over it faster than you would have otherwise. Once you do the fast, then you have to still maintain that and put an effort to constantly control your impulses, but this will give you a huge advantage. And I want you to not take my word for it. I really want you to try this because recently when I've been trying this, when I do the fast, the next day I wake up, I feel so fresh. My mind is completely calm and clear and I just feel great. And from that state of mind, from that state of being, I can go on and conquer my day. I can do the things that I really want to do, the things that are really setting me up for the things that I want to achieve. So let me know what you think about this in the comments below. I encourage you to try it. And if you do see any results, let me know, how it goes. That's all I have for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe and I'll see you tomorrow.